We have incentives. Yes.
Molly knows there's incentives.
Yeah, so there's kind of two main points that I want you to hit when you're doing the carrot stretches. Essentially, I'm going to ask her to come around, bend, and get to the point of her shoulder. That's going to be my first point of the carrot stretch. You're very smart, honey. And then the next point is I'm going to ask her to come down, stretch this way, and then hook back up. And a very flexible horse will be able to touch their kind of pelvis up in here. Right? So that's going to be my second point to touch. I'm going to do it on both sides. So we're going to start. She says, yes, the incentive. So we're going to ask her to come around and then hook into the point of the shoulder there. And so that one's going to be nice. It's going to get some flexion at her pole, right? Yes. And then the next one, we're going to swoop that down and then come back up. And then we're going to come right back up, and then we're going to end up in the hip. And so this is usually harder for them, but it's going to get right into the deep kind of C7 neck on the opposite side, right? So we're going to repeat it on this side. Good girl. Come up to the shoulder. Very smart. Yes. And then usually I just kind of leave them in that position and then ask them to continue the swoop. And then we're going to end up in the hip. And so this side's a little bit harder for her. So sometimes they'll kind of try and rotate. So as a good example, if you ever feel like they're doing that, good girl, you can actually just place yourself at the shoulder. Kind of use yourself as a barrier, and they can rotate around you as much as they want, but you're still going to get that stretch if I'm standing here, right? Good girl. I'm just kind of stopping her from fully rotating around the front. Hi, sweetie. And then the last one is going to go between the legs. So what this one's going to do, what I'm wanting is I'm going to want her to kind of stretch just the back of her. You'll see that she kind of does this. She's going to stretch a little bit of the back of her front legs there. And then I'm also going to get her, she's going to stretch it at the top of her pole. Okay? So for this one, I'm going to put my hand, sometimes you kind of have to cue them in to put their head down. Here, sweetie. You can kind of start, bring her in. And then ideally I'm going to come back here. I'm going to wait for a little bit of strain on her legs. Good. Good girl. So essentially I'm just having my hand on the inside of the knees. I'm going to wait for her to get that a little bit of a stretch. I'm just going to give her a nice release at the pole too.